Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm by name Green, Onobakar Green, and my video is gonna based on how you're gonna learn the characteristics of phonetics, and I hope that you are going to follow and understand whatever you are being taught. So, first of all, before going to details, I would like to tell you what's the importance of English and why you should have to learn English. Okay, so give me just one quiet time. I'm coming. Okay, so um, one important thing about English is that English is now the most spoken language on earth. Wherever you go, wherever you are, you can when you speak English, you may get someone who will respond to you. Meaning English is somehow or something globally. The whole world, people around the global or around the globe speak English. Secondly, English is a language that is somehow easier and faster to learn. I can say also that easier and faster. Why do I say such? Because I was not English native. I was grown in different countries, but when I decided to also learn, I learned it, and I found that very, very, very interesting and very simple. But at the beginning, you are not going to get that as simple as easier. It is a lot of steps behind. Whenever you pass those kind of steps, you may have chance to get the clue of what I'm telling you, that the English language is faster to understand or is fast to understand. Thirdly, English is also very, very sweet language. Uh, I can trust me for what I'm saying. That I have never and ever seen a language that is very, very sweet on hearing, about if not English. Very, very nice to hear when someone speaks. So that's why I also count that point as one of the important parts. And fourthly, English also can lead you to get it interrelation with people around the world, as that I have already said. I like one point as the first point that I have already mentioned, that English is a widely spoken language. So, um, according to people who study the language, they claim English has about 24 millions of words. 24 millions of words. And among these 24 millions of words, English has borrowed thousands of different words from different languages. So meaning English is a collective language that has collected, that has borrowed a lot of language, a lot of languages. So when you are learning English, you have to put that in mind, that it's not something, even though all the language around the world has deal with such borrowing words or borrowing words. I can say that again. So English is a borrowing word or borrowing language. I can say that. So we also tackle very soon when we finish about that phonetics. But before going to that point, I'd like to emphasize on phonetics. what is phonetics? And what's the real picture of phonetics? And what is the importance of phonetics? Or can I open my ear? Can I open my eyes so that I can see clear? Right? So the importance of phonetics is it helps you to understand and to get the language easier. Without a phonetics, there is no way you may ought to understand the language easier and clearer. Meaning, you have to put that also in account to help you to soundly grasp. I use the word grasp. So you're gonna grasp words. Without that, meaning you can grasp words. The word grasp meaning you're gonna get a lot of words in the short time. So phonetics will help you to do that easier and faster. Secondly, phonetics will help you to memorize words, even though you don't understand what they are meaning, but it will help you, it will lace you into the environment of memorizing different kinds of words. That's the second power of phonetics. The third power of phonetics, it's also give you some quality whenever you're talking. You will feel that you are fine, you are open, you are very, very glad, you are very, very happy on what you are saying, meaning you're not going to be panicking, afraid of the crowd, like you're making mistakes, or maybe you didn't sound this word this way, or shouldn't have, you should have to sound this word this way, all those kind of things. Phonetics will help you to keep that one clearer and also easier. So that the mind, the powerful of phonetics. And the fifth point, nevertheless, phonetics will guide you to like the language fully, because phonetics it leads you to understand the concept of dialects and accents. Like I personally, I'm not a native speaker, but through phonetics, I can somehow talk the way you want. But really speaking, I'm not a native speaker, meaning I was not born in the land of any English uh, country. I don't mean like uh, where English has colonized, but I mean those lands like England or United States or that of Australia. Yeah. But through phonetics, I somehow bring out my views, so vet out my opinions. Okay, so phonetics, it almost takes, to my opinion, phonetics takes almost 65 to 70% in English or any kind of language. If you want to understand that language easier, you should have to master its phonetics. It will help you to understand easier and also faster. So I think today's tutorial, I'm gonna stop here, and I'll bring you the second part, and surely that's how we should have to do. So you're gonna learn a summary. What I'm gonna say now, we're gonna do with phonetics and later on grammar and culture. Just in the way to help you, meaning we won't help you to master the language, and even though you're not in class. Um, and nevertheless, if you have questions, you can post your questions below If you like to click, you put your questions below, or maybe you can just send me direct through my WhatsApp number some questions, and I can answer you. Your friend Green. Have a nice day and have a nice time of watching.